Today we are taking a look at the PvP build for the wizard that I have been using from past few days, getting a lot of success. Currently I'm inside of the silver tier with 73% win rate. You can go check out the playlist for the PvP battleground. I have been posting videos very frequently there, so go check that out. We are just taking a look at the build in this video so we can keep this video short. So the build works like this. We first activate the slow time. It will increase the tick rate for some skills, and the damage over time effect could be poison, bleed, and fire. And some skills like the arcane wind will be a bit faster, and then the meteor will be faster, so it helps with that. So this is how the build works. Again, slow time, we hit players with the arcane wind and freeze them with the freezing meteor. We can also tag them with a lightning nova, and it will just keep hitting them, and anyone around them will also get hit. And our seeping bile and viper bite will also put poison on them. That is going to help us do some additional hit from Grace of the Fledgling. So basically that's how the build is working. I will try and explain a bit more, but for the skills, let's take a quick look at the skills that we are using. Our primary is Electrocute. The reason for this is magic missile can miss, especially versus the moving target, and Electrocute is pretty good, especially when the enemies are standing close to one another. It can chain between them and dealing a bit more damage, which is always good. So we are going with the Electrocute. Then we have the arcane wind, the slow time, meteor, and the lightning nova. If you want to go with the teleport, you can change the lightning nova to the teleport there, and it will work for you. All right, for the set pieces, we are using 4-piece Grace of the Fledgling. That is going to work really well. It has that additional hit, which is no strife inside of battleground. It does hit really hard, and why we are using Grace of the Fledgling to get some additional damage on players inside of PvP without any strife done to the set pieces. The next 4 pieces that I'm using is the Angment one. It is still really good. If we, for example, this is a player and we hit the player with everything, it will put those 3 stacks on the player, and it does a really strong damage to them in a burst. So in my opinion, it is still really strong. So 4-piece Grace of the Fledgling and 4-piece Angment, that is what we are using. 2 gems in this setup is going to be very important, at least in my opinion, will be the seeping bile. It will give us the additional hit and deal damage to enemies, and it will also help us with the 4-piece Grace of the Fledgling, additional hit. And then we have a viper bite. Again, this is going to help us trigger the 4-piece Grace of the Fledgling a bit quicker. And now let's dive into the essences, modifiers that we are using for this build. Our helmet is for the slow time. It increased the tick rate of the continual damage effect. Could be the skills or could be poison, fire, and bleed. It increased the tick rate of those by 60%. Really good. Then we have the modifier for the lightning nova that can mark the enemy with the lightning nova, and it will just keep hitting them and spreading that damage around them. If you don't want to use a lightning nova, you can change this to something like this: meteor radius increased by 29%, and change the lightning nova to teleport if you like the teleport gameplay. And then we have a shoulder here that increased the character damage, our damage whenever we use the meteor. So this is really strong. Whenever we will use a meteor, our damage is going to be increased by 19%, and so enemies will take more damage. Our legs is for the meteor, changing the meteor into a snowstorm. This is going to be really good to chill enemy and also freeze them. Our first main hand is for the arcane wind that pulls everyone inside really quick, and we then follow up with the meteor that frees them, a really good combo. Our second main hand is for the slow time to decrease its cooldown, so It gives us a bit more movement speed, which is always good inside of battleground. And also we can keep the skill up at most of the time when we are using our skills, and when our gems get triggered on the enemy, it will help us deal a bit more damage. The first offhand is the one for Arcane Wind that can freeze the shield enemy really good, and the second offhand gives us one extra charge for the Arcane Wind. So instead of one Arcane Wind, we have two now, which is pretty good. So those are the builds which I have been using. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I'm signing off. You guys have a great day. See you all in the next one.